My favorite quote of all time is that we are all living in cages with the doors wide open. George Lucas said that. And so let's talk about how to make shocking customer service your new reality. Now, here's the interesting thing about shocking customer service. Shocking can be good and it can be bad. Let's talk about shocking. I brought something here today that maybe you might recognize. And I'm going to need a volunteer. Does anyone know what this is? Right? It's a taser. Whoa. It's a taser. Do we have any volunteers in here? This is shocking that will shut you down, won't it? But there's also other kinds. Let's make sure we turn this off and that we're safe here. There's other kind of shocking. That kind of shocking will shut you down. But a defibrillator paddle will bring you back to life. Shocking. Well, here's what blows me away, is we live in the capitalistic system, the free enterprise system. And what blows me away recently is it was pretty shocking to see a man get dragged off the airplane.
No, this is wrong. Oh my God.
Unbelievable. I just saw 2 days ago another situation where someone had purchased a seat for their infant child to sit in their chair. They had actually purchased a seat. They were sitting. That seat was already paid for. They came on and asked that dad to hold the child so they can make room in that seat to take on a standby passenger. Whoa, I paid for that seat. So it's pretty shocking to see in the news some of these experiences that have happened of recent. This family had to leave the plane and get a hotel on their own expense because they kicked the family off the plane because he wasn't willing to give up a seat that he had already paid for and was already sitting in. Unbelievable. What's even more unbelievable is last week, did you know that there was a congressional hearing on customer service? When in our country, in this system, the free enterprise system, have we stooped so low that we need a congressional hearing to remind us about how important customer service is? I'm telling you, it's important. So one of the congressmen, and by the way, right here are sitting 5 CEOs of 5 different airlines. They were asking questions. I watched the whole thing. I was blown away. But I will tell you, in that hearing, one of the congressmen said that he did a poll with all of his constituents, thousands of people, and said, how would you rate the airline industry in terms of customer service? You know what report he got back based on the polling? He said, based on grades, A, B, C, D, E, F, they scored, his results came back, and it was a resounding C. Wow, unbelievable. We just show up, we hope we get where we want to go, but we really don't expect a lot, do we? The expectation is pretty low. Well, you know what? Shocking customer service is pretty simple. I wrote the book, The Secret of the Slight Edge. The essence of The Secret of the Slight Edge is this. There's not a huge chasm between success and failure. It's usually a small few degrees. And if all you do is increase your attitude, your results by a few small degrees, it can make a big difference. So shocking customer service could be what? Moving from a C to simply a C+. Right? Better yet, let's go from a C to a B. Better yet, let's reach for the stars. Let's reach for excellence. Let's go from a C to an A. Will it happen overnight? Of course not. To institutionalize inside of an organization a new attitude, a new culture, a new way of doing things. It's not something that happens overnight, but it can start with you. You have the power to make this. In every organization I've worked in, it's usually just a few people that made the big difference inside the organization. Just a few. Those that have courage to not go where the path may lead, but go where there is no path and leave a trail.